Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Driving around this week and something just kind of popped into my head as the page turned into October and started to think, man, there's October, November, December left in, 3 months left in 2011. And a lot of people refer to that as quarter number 4. And started thinking back to just past few years and realizing, I know a lot of times people will, when it comes to their fitness, they'll think, oh my gosh, I'm going to do a big surge to the end of the year and then, take on that brand new, hey Owen, take on that brand new, new year with a new perspective. And if that's you, way to go. That's pretty cool. And that was the one thing I noticed with this, Beachbody Coaching business. And I need to bring that up because a lot of you, you've been watching, these Power Blast podcasts for over, well over 4 years now, and you've seen that progress. And, here I still am doing what I love and even doing it more so. And just in the past couple of months, I've helped about 8 or 9 coaches people get started with the coaching business or redesign their coaching business, recognizing that there's such a huge opportunity in quarter 4. Looking back at past years, there always seemed to be just kind of this little surge and building momentum to when we get to that very beginning of the year. And there's a lot of people doing the New Year's resolutions type of thing. And, while this might be coming, I could have put this podcast out probably right around December and said, hey, now's a good time. Really, this is a very ideal time for many people because you've got the ability to build momentum to that. And so it's been very, very exciting in what we've been able to build and achieve. And over the past 4 years, help almost 1,000 coaches start their business over time, and Beachbody in general, well over 60,000 people, making a little bit of additional income, or sometimes it's just big life-changing income for many, many people. And it's pretty interesting. And so I want you to kind of just take a step back there and think about what's Christmas going to look like for you this year. A lot of people are a little strapped for cash when it comes around that season, or they go like, man, we're going to build up more on the credit card again. And I've known many people to take advantage of, getting themselves started. And I'm not just saying just to get started in a business, start at home, because there's a lot of things out there that you can do with a home business, but one that can really align with your values. One that's centered around health, fitness, improving your life, and just becoming a better version of you. As opposed to just building for money's sake. Money makes the world go around, and it is a nice thing to have. But having your youth and your health and all of that with you along the way is very hugely important. And that's what Beachbody embraces. So if you haven't seen the video at this link here, you owe it to yourself to take a look and see where things have evolved over the years. Now, coaches that are starting right now with my team are getting one-on-one mentoring, and it's not like a person's starting their business and then they're on their own. I'm walking them through every phase to get the goals and the, whatever it is that they're wanting to achieve. And each person's different, so we get to customize a plan to get them to reach that. Some people I've talked to, they're like, man, if I could just be, getting an extra $250 a month right around that Christmas time, that can be something that will offset those credit cards, and we can have gifts and we don't have to pay with the credit card, we pay with cash, that type of thing. And so we're setting those little benchmarks. Other people have bigger ambitions. Other people are just like, man, if I can, I just want to, get Shakeology. I want to get a great workout program and I want to get fit. And if that can get paid for, rocking. So that's where we're working and looking. And so I was making this little list here, and I'm thinking, good questions to ask yourself to see if this is a good fit. Besides the video, is people are like, can I do this? And it's like, well, are you ready and willing to get fit first? Or along the way, most of you that have been watching over the years, that's a big old yes. And some of you, I'm not even teaching anything new here. You're already doing it. Do you have the internet? Internet's pretty essential for doing this. And do you ever use Facebook or Twitter? It's not mandatory or anything like that, but it's a great way to connect with friends and do those things. Email is great too, and I can teach you those things. Are you willing to help others? While you're helping yourself, motivate and coach others. I was just talking with a guy just a little while ago, and we're creating kind of like he wants to do P90X, so he's going, oh gosh, why don't we form a little group, and I'll get some friends of ours and we'll all do P90X together. And what a great way to build momentum, not only for his business, but as a group to get healthy and fit and stay accountable. That was great. And do you believe that we can end this trend of obesity? I know it's a big, huge undertaking, and it's not going to happen overnight. But we got to keep going. I mean, we've started. We're making a dent. You look at all the thousands and thousands of success stories on those infomercials, and that are submitted to Beachbody all the time. That are people that are taking charge of their life. You got to believe in that. You got to believe in that. Can you give 30 minutes to an hour out of your schedule a day? To do. Are you willing to be coachable and to it depends on your goals, of course. But are you willing to do that? And so just kind of needing to look at those things and say, I do have a desire to earn. Maybe have a second income. Or there's a lot of people out there that have lost their job. They're looking for a way to get income, and this is an ideal way. Does the idea of working from home appeal to you? Well, of course, I sometimes work my job and go over to Starbucks and stuff like that, so it's not really from home, but it kind of is. And are you willing to learn those basic steps? So that just popped in my head, and I'm like, gosh, even if this wasn't something you wanted to start right away in October and November came along, whatever, but plant that seed in your mind. Is this Christmas going to look the same as past Christmases for you? And are you looking to change and do something different? Because as I've told people before, you only get something different by doing something different. So it's been a great way. That's what I have to share this week, my little aha brainstorm moment, and I wanted to get you started ASAP so you can just grab that momentum as we build to 2012 and then carry it forward into the next year. Anyway, remember, never too late. We'll see you next week.